So guys, the monitor we decided to go with was the ASUS VC279H, and there's a few reasons that I chose this monitor over some of the other monitors that I was looking at, and I'm going to go over those reasons in this video. So I went with this monitor because first off, it's a 27-inch monitor. I've tried 24-inch monitors in the past, and I prefer the extra size you get with a 27, and I've also tried 32 inches in the past, and I just find them a bit bigger than what I require. So I've gone with a 27-inch LCD monitor. Now moving on to the panel type, I've gone with an IPS panel type purely for the colours. I find the colours on IPS monitors absolutely superb. I've had a few TN monitors in the past, just budget ones, and I've not found them too great, to be honest. But with ASUS monitors, to be honest, you tend to struggle to get a bad one, if I'm being honest. You know, I've had a couple and they've all been brilliant. It's a 1080 screen. I didn't go for a 4K because I don't have a use for one. I'm not really that interested in gaming in 4K, because that would just mean I've got to upgrade my GPUs more often, and that's yet again more cost. And when I edit my videos for YouTube, I'm editing them in 1080p, not 4K, so it's a bit pointless and a bit overkill for me to have a 4K monitor. Now I did order two of these monitors, but only one's arrived, so I'm hoping that the other one is going to arrive tomorrow, and I'm going to be having these in a dual configuration. I'll put another video up after this unboxing the stand that I've ordered and has been delivered to have the dual monitor setup. So let's continue on to having a look what is inside the box. So I've already had it open when it was delivered just to check that all the contents were there, but I haven't actually set it up or anything like that. Right, okay, so we've got the monitor out of the box, and we get the first bag, which contains, I'm presuming, the warranty and the setup guide. Yeah, and an instruction manual. What bloke reads them, right? Moving on, we've got our green 3.3 to 3.3 male audio jack. Who uses inbuilt speakers in a monitor, right? For the bin as well. Surely not. Surely not. Right. This happens to me every time I order something. We've got a European plug here, power cord. So we've got the power cord, and it's a 2-pin European plug. What am I supposed to do with that? Plug it in my shaver plug socket in the bathroom. So I'm going to have to use an adapter for that. So we've got the European power supply there. Right, so that's the DVI cable for going from your GPU to your monitor. So spot on, I don't need to purchase one of those. As I presumed, we've got a VGA cable. Now, for those who might be interested, let's have a look at the length of these cables. And you're looking at a 1 meter cable there. So you get 1 meter VGA and a 1 meter DVI cable. And we've got the power adapter also in the box. This is the base of the stand. So I'm going to show you this now. As you can see, it comes with a matte textured finish with a gloss rim. There you go, you can see the rim there. So they are finished nice, these monitors. I mean, like I say, I've had ASUS monitors in the past, and they've always been top notch. I've got ASUS laptop. I've actually got an ASUS motherboard in the computer. I've got a Crosshair Formula 5, I think it is. And they're just a spot on company. I've never had any issues. So forget all that rubbish. Let's get on to the monitor. Ignore me, guys. I've got my UK 3-pin plug here. So sorry for the complaints, ASUS. Doubt you're going to be watching this, like, but I was complaining about the European plug, saying, oh, that's stupid, but I've got my 3-pin plug, so I'm happy. I've got everything I need to get on the way. So let me just take the camera off the tripod, because I want to show you the main reason that I've chose these monitors. over, you know, it's going to be primarily for gaming / editing, basically YouTube work. And I'm also going to be doing home work on it as well. Yeah, I do have a proper job. Don't just doss about on YouTube all day. I've gone for a 5 millisecond response time as opposed to a 1 or even a 2 millisecond for a reason that will become evident. I'll show you that now. So, looking up close at the monitor, one of the first things that is evident is this matte screen. It's a fantastic finish. You do not get any glare whatsoever. I mean, I'm in my kitchen now and I've got LED downlighting, which is ridiculously bright. And as you can see, there's just minimal glare on this screen whatsoever. But the number one reason that I chose these monitors, with them being 5 milliseconds as opposed to 1, is for this bezel. Now, I don't know if any of you realise, but this screen is a frameless screen. There's actually no bezel on it at all. It's 0.9 millimeters wide. I mean, it even says here, frameless design. You look at that frame on there. Look at that. So basically, when I get the other monitor delivered and I've got the two set up on the dual monitor stand, they will butt right up and I will have a 1.8 mil bezel running up. I know a lot of the gaming monitors that are out there, for example, some of the ASUS gaming monitors, the Republic of Gamer ones, the bezel on them is like 10 mil. So when you've got the two screens together, you've got about that, you've got a 20 mil bezel going up. It's similar to this actually. You've got that running up that side and on the other screen, and for me, I just cannot get used to it. You know, you've got your crosshair straight in the center here, and if you're playing a third person, your character, I've seen some people play, for example, World of Warcraft, and the character is broken up by the bezel, and it just cheeses me off, if I'm being honest, and I can't get to grips with it. So that is why I've gone for the thinnest bezel I can find. And 5 milliseconds, I mean, I'm not going to notice a difference. I'll show you what I have been using. So this is what I've been using, guys, for doing my YouTube videos. I've been using a Samsung LED TV. It's an old one. It's probably about 6-year-old almost. And it's 1080. But as I say, it's a 1080 LED TV from 6 years ago. I would be surprised if the response time is any quicker than 8 or 10 milliseconds. Okay, so on the back, guys, you can see we've got the 4 holes for the VESA mount. Now, this was critical to me because I am not going to be using the stands at all. I'm going to have it set up on my dual gaming mount so that it looks like the monitors are floating, because I intend on putting LED strip across the back here as a back downlighter, just for a bit of a fancy effect. So that was critical to me. And just for those that want to know, those holes are 100 mil by 100 mil. Come down here, and as you can see, we've got the DC in for the power. We've got one HDMI socket, we've got one DVI socket, and we've got one VGA socket. We've also got audio in. Now, I know this screen doesn't have DisplayPort, but I'm not too bothered about that. As I said, I'm not using 4K. I'm not using NVIDIA G-Sync or AMG FreeSync. I'm not interested in those. If you've got an NVIDIA GeForce card and you want to use G-Sync, you need to get a monitor with DisplayPort, and unfortunately this doesn't have it. So when I upgrade my system next year, I'm probably going to go for like an SLI setup with the new i7s that are going to be coming out, as opposed to the AMD that I'm running now. And if I find the need for a 4K monitor, then, you know, I can always add one to the system. But at the moment, having DisplayPort and 4K, etc. would just be unnecessary overkill. And there's other things I want to buy at the moment to improve the channel for you guys, including a Rode microphone and boom and some backlighting and stuff like that. So at this moment in time, it wasn't important enough for me to spend an absolute arm and a leg. And that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've got a few more bits that are going to be coming soon, such as the dual monitor mount stand that I've got, but I'll set that up when I get the other screen, which will hopefully be tomorrow, and I'll do a video basically unboxing, assembling and showing you how it all fits together and what it looks like when it's done. I've got a microphone to order, I've got desks to set up, I've got backdrops to set up, lighting to set up, because I know I said a bit back that I was doing my games room, and it has took me longer than I expected, but I've just been so busy I've not really had time to fart, to be honest with you. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to smash that like button, and don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want to see more from me. I've been GamerLAD. See you for now.